Hello, honorable members of the class. Let's go to the Gauteng High Court, which has adjourned. Guys, why didn't you tell me that today is Friday? And I'm like, wait a minute. Isn't today Wednesday? Medication is playing with my mind. Seriously. Guys, those of you who drink, thank you for those of you who say you drink on my behalf. That was hilarious. I was laughing so hard. Oh, don't worry, Clantis, we drink on your behalf. I love you. I love you very much. But how do you remember the day, guys? Like today, how do you do that? Because, okay, maybe it's why I should just stay away from alcohol altogether as I have. Anyways, guys, let's get to the Gauteng High Court where Advocate Mshololo is really pressing on Gininda because he's trying. I think Mr. Mshololo did puncture his tires this morning because in as much as he tries to go all the way, he's quite better today. He's very much better. He's answering as per asked, and then he stops there. Even though you do see the temptation to go overboard. Because we didn't hear today. I've already talked about this. I've already touched on this. I already said this. He didn't say it today. Because he was told that, listen, we know you already said these things. They are on record. But I want answers just like in this clip.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Mshololo.
Thank you, my lord. Brigadier,
Yes, my lord.
I know you have already testified and we have been asked questions and most of them we have already answered. But
Yes,
also, I'm also going to ask you questions. It's still on the same evidence that we have testified about, that we have already answered, but I need answers, new answers for the purpose of my cross-examination.
Understood, my lord.
So I will be putting questions, Brigadier, and you will be answering, not vice versa. You're not asking me, you're answering, and then I'm putting questions.
Understood, my lord. But where I don't understand the question, I may ask clarity, because then otherwise I will give the wrong answer, my lord.
No problem. And also I will ask in your answers that you be brief, because the more you continue and continue, I get confused. So I don't want to get confused as I'm standing here. If you can just be straight to the answer.
We'll do my best, my lord, but
Okay.
also it will depend how loaded the question is. But yes, I'll do my best to make it short.
Also, if I need an explanation, I will indicate to you. If I need an explanation. Okay. Brigadier?
Yes, I understood, my lord. But perhaps let's see how it goes, my lord.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, for me, that was a brilliant of Mr. Mshololo, Advocate Mshololo, when basically was like, this speed train needs to stop being a runaway train. Let's have it systematically stop at the correct stations. And that's exactly what Brigadier Gininda was doing. But you could tell that he was not happy, especially the part where Mr. Mshololo was like, if I ask you to elaborate, then I'm going to ask you to elaborate. He was almost speechless, like, you're taking my breath away because that's exactly who I am. I overindulge. I'm a debaucherer when it comes to speech. Why are you taking this away from? It was quite interesting. In fact, when I looked at it again, I was like, this is dramatic. Honestly, this is dramatic. But anyways, I'm glad that Mr. Mshololo put him in his place because, wow, guys, the torture we've been through with him and Ramusipili, him and Mr. Mnisi, him and Mr. Ngumalo. Mr. Ngumalo, he was very patient because he already studied him. Like, okay, Oksala, when you're going to answer my questions, whether you like it or not. Which has been good. Now, the last aspect that I want to talk about is something that I've complained about on this channel several times before. I did even see some people taking offense, which I did not understand. How do you take an offense on something that you know is being done wrong, right? And I will say it again, just because you speak isiZulu and you understand isiZulu, you actually do. I'm Zulu. Okay, I'm more coconut, but I am still Zulu because at home, Zulu is spoken, and 75 to 80% of my other part of my life is English, right? So there will be that, diluted lines here and there. It's an admission I have done, I have accepted since I was a teenager. When I had that aha moment, like, okay, clearly I can't speak Tsotsitaal. Even when I'm amongst the people that speak Tsotsitaal, I'm mostly like, huh? Type of situation. And yes, when my mom spoke Zulu Sale Olundi, then I'll be like, Mom, come to my level. You're the one who took me to high school, so you need to come to that level where I'm at, okay? So now in the interpretations, or the interpreters, not interpretation, with the interpreters of the High Court in the Senzo Mayor unaliving trial, there's this particular interpreter that really grinds my cheese. You're like, I know he's saying the wrong things here. He is not interpreting what is being said in a correct Zulu. You could almost tell, like, he doesn't care about those 5 men that stand accused of killing unaliving Senzo Mayor. In his mind, or in his heart, in my opinion, he sounded like Veleni Gebengo. So whatever comes out of my mouth, whether you understand it or you don't understand it, I don't give a rat's toe. That's how it felt like to me. It felt exactly like that, to be like, this man, he is not interpreting what is being said. I mean, a cell phone, it doesn't have a Zulu word for it, but Zulu people have created a word for it, umakalo kukwin. A telephone or landline, ucingo. Oh, but then he's gonna say it in English. What was the whole point then of having him if he's going to use English words to people who don't understand and speak the language? Not that Jonas is any better. He's much better, Jonas. Much better. But sometimes I do catch him when he slips up. And sometimes when he realizes that he slipped up, he comes back, apologizes, and say, this is actually what... And I like that. Like, now you're saying the right thing. And I am so glad that eventually the accused have laid a complaint about that interpreter. I mean, he speaks and you're like, I don't understand. How did he even get the job to interpret Zulu? I know, man, guys. Anyways, if you want to see, maybe you are wondering where was the complaint laid, here's a clip. So you see, the accused who are Zulu speakers, these guys come from northern KwaZulu Natal. You know where Ulundi is? Unongoma. Do you know where Unongoma is? Yeah, that's where the king of the Zulus is at. So they better speak is the king's Zulu. So now you come with somebody, I don't know where these people grew up. Like I said, just because you speak isiZulu does not mean you actually speak isiZulu. I could say the same thing about me too. Zulu, but just because I speak Zulu doesn't necessarily mean Zulu was here not in KwaZulu Natal. And you be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize, my Zulu people, but I'm trying to demonstrate here that if you are going to have interpreters Zulu interpreters, can we get people who are going to accurately interpret? Because at the end of the day, it's about somebody's freedom, somebody's liberty. And chances are the person that is brought before the court did not commit that crime. And now they're going to be convicted because of one word that was misinterpreted into Zulu, or from Zulu into English. Nah, I was complaining about this. You guys, I'm sure many of you already knew about this. Like, yeah, Clancis always complains about the interpreter. The one that was doing a great job was the other one. There's this other one. I don't know where he is. And then when this one does, I'm like, not him, please. And then when Jonas went for those interviews, was it last week? And then this one, I was like, oh my. And this time around, he came, yes, he was misinterpreting I'm telling you, like, type of situation. No, come on, guys. No. But I'm glad that it's solved. And Mr. Baloy is adamant whether Jonas is going to be having interviews or not on Monday and Tuesday. They are coming back on Monday. Apparently the term ended today, but officially, I guess, next week until we see them in 2025. We'll hear when the date is going to be. I don't know. But other than that, they adjourned until Monday, which I still think they're not going to sit on Monday. There's no way they're going to sit on Monday. They're not going to sit on Monday. And Jonas is not going to divide himself between the interviews with the judges' secretaries as well as being an interpreter in that courtroom. Excuse me. All right. I know I'm feeling a little bit better, but now. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for the beautiful messages of well wishes. I was reading them. You guys, you crack me up. You guys say I'm funny, but y'all take that. You know, I even forgot that I am not that well. I'm laying in bed and I'm reading all your beautiful messages. They are hilarious. You guys, thank you for making me feel better. I feel like the reason why I feel better today is because of you. You know what they say about laughter, right? It is the best medicine. And that, guys, so please don't leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And if you like this family, you're going to come with your two IQs together, rub them together, and then spark your own opinion, because that's what we are all about as the Honorable Clan. And as well, watch the ads. Thank you very much. And I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.